All right, everyone to your places.
We're ready in here, sir.
How are we in the studio?
Stand by, sir. Hit the lights.
Yes, sir. Striking.
Quiet on the set, please. We're on in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Buenas noches, Mr.
noches,
Nolan.
señor
Soy
Pineda.
Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And this is our, gee whiz, is it our last show in August? Holy cow, close to it.
might
Maybe
have
our
one.
next to the last
Yeah,
show in
next
August
Almost.
2017.
Almost there, Craig.
The Burr months are almost upon us, and although we're getting a bit of a respite from the heat, which all of us are enjoying, I think. I speak for myself. But I think it's,
Oh, I like it.
yeah, a little cooler weather is approaching, which will be
You have
nice.
to get your coat on now.
Yeah, well, almost, yeah, maybe next week.
Okay,
Next week's
okay.
show,
I won't rush it,
I'll
Craig.
put the jacket back on. Thanks a lot, Senor Pineda.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan.
Well, our usual lineup of stuff, our news and community bulletin board, Adele is here with
it's easy being green.
Indeed it is. CBB, as I mentioned. Roll in tonight from a little music from the Arlingtones, our News for Seniors segment. And then another roll in from our styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, and her chat with Dr. Charles Toftoy.
Toftoy.
That's our show, but before we begin, a social media reminder from Senor Pineda.
Absolutely correct. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. And you can't forget the radio, right, Craig?
WERA LP 96.7. All right. Gracias, Senor Pineda. Here we go. The first of our news items. Well, 2 of Arlington's busiest streets were closed this past Tuesday due to a major gas leak in a building in the courthouse area. The leak was reported in a building which houses a number of restaurants, including the Afghan Kebab House in the 2000 block of Wilson Boulevard. As a result, Wilson Boulevard was blocked where it meets Courthouse Road, and Courthouse Road was blocked where it meets Wilson Boulevard. Firefighters reported elevated gas readings in the building's basement, according to scanner traffic, and an extended ventilation operation was put into action. As of Tuesday afternoon, the gas had been turned off and firefighters had left the scene. Road closures were expected to be lifted soon thereafter. Daniel.
Well, Craig, Michael Grace, liaison to the Parks and Recreation Commission, has said that colleagues in the county are trying to turn property near Jenny Dean Park into, well, an arts district. The results would be the repurposing of 5 properties adjacent to the park at 3630 27th Street South in Shirlington. Some area business owners believe that the move would bring more consumer dollars their way, while some area residents are less than enthusiastic about the idea. Proponents have no definite plan as of now, but appear to want traditional arts activities like paintings and sculpting, among others, along with businesses like wine bistros, designer coffee bars, and restaurants to build up nightlife nearby. To be fair, some people did stand up and say they'd like to see more arts types activities in South Arlington, the 4-mile run valley, but not one such individual advocated taking properties that were always intended for traditional park purposes and turning it into arts district, Ray said. There's no public support for that I can ascertain at all. The county spokeswoman said there is no plan to turn property surrounding Jenny Dean Park into the arts district, and that instead the current draft for park plans includes acquiring traditional land for its expansion. However, she did acknowledge that the county board requested that the land west of South Nelson Street be explored for an arts district, and that a subgroup of the working group is working to define what that would entail. Craig.
All right, Daniel, also in our news items, well, this next presentation is in the Ogden Nash style, if you will. A lot of poets are over the moon because Sonia Sanchez Langston Hughes Poetry Contest is coming soon. In fact, submissions are already being accepted, although a poem like this one seems likely to get rejected. The submission deadline is November 1st, and your poem not be the best, may it not be the best, but probably won't be the worst. The first prize winner gets $500, the second and third place get $250, and hopefully fourth place won't be someone who jumps and hollers. For more information, you can visit www.splitthisrock.org or call 202-787-5210 and get started sharpening up your quill pen. Very nice. All right, that's our Ogden Nash for the show. Up next is Adele Quo and another installment of
It's Easy Being Green.
Here's Adele.
Wow, that was quite a poem there.
pretty deep, right?
Should try and Easy Being Green in some kind of
Something to strive
pentamic meter or something. Yes. Welcome to another It's Easy Being Green with myself, Adele Quo, and my mascot, Joe Tree Frog. As summer fades into fall, it's time for the annual autumnal back-to-school ritual. And back to school goes green in 2017. We're merging our environmental 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, with the school's 3 R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic to promote Team Planet Goes Green. 54.1 million kids, let's start again. 54.1 million kids will attend public elementary and secondary schools in fall 2017, plus another 6.4 million expected to attend private school this fall. Add in the 20.1 million students headed off to college, we've got 29 million American households getting ready to go back to school, which means shopping and buying new stuff like school supplies and clothes. Back to school has become the second biggest shopping season of the year. We're looking at $83.6 billion in back-to-school purchases. That's $53.5 billion spent on clothing and electronics, and another $14.2 billion on school supplies. The average family with school-age kids will spend $688 on back-to-school purchases this year. Since the largest chunk of money, 64%, or that $53.5 billion, will be spent on clothing and electronics, and 85% of Gen Z chooses eco-friendly products, Joe Tree Frog has investigated the new green trends in back-to-school apparel this season. Not wanting to sacrifice quality and style nor spend more money, more and more retailers offer eco-clothing. Target's Cat and Jack jeans and tees are made with Reprieve polyester, created from recycled plastic bottles. Since Target launched Cat and Jack last July, they have recycled nearly 250 million plastic bottles. Reprieve fabric can be found in Patagonia, Adidas, and Quicksilver labels too. After seeing customers search for recycled jeans on its website, JCPenney is featuring 3 styles of jeans this fall made from 20% polyester, created from recycled plastic bottles, with a cost comparable to other jeans in their Arizona collection. Many retailers are recycling and also introducing more clothes this season that use waste from all sorts of sources, such as those recycled denim or leather, nylon waste, and remnants of old garments. For footwear, Adidas recently incorporated plastic waste from the ocean into their sports shoes. And over at Nike, 71% of its footwear and clothing contains recycled materials. Buying apparel made with recycled materials moves you to the head of the class. So remember, it's easy being green when you promote Team Planet Goes Green.
Really? 71%.
Wow.
Footwear, Nike, 71% of footwear and clothing contains recycled materials.
Well, get this, those Adidas shoes from recycled ocean waste,
Yeah.
$200.
$200.
That's sporting some serious dollars there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty steep. Well, we appreciate it. That's another spin of Easy Being Green. Thanks, Adele. We appreciate that. Here we go as promised now. I think, are we ready for CBB? Indeed we are. Here we go. According to a recent press release, the Arlington County Circuit Court is starting its annual juror qualification process with questionnaires set to be mailed to randomly selected Arlington and Falls Church residents in early September. These questionnaires will be used to qualify residents for jury duty, which begins January 1 of 2018 and ends December 31st of 2018. So, ready or not, here come those jury duty questionnaires. Daniel.
Well, correct. It's still not too late to catch some outdoor movies at Penrose Square on Columbia Pike on Saturday, August 26th. You can watch The Man with One Red Shoe, starring a young Tom Hanks. Well, if you're just catching one of the rebroadcasts, you still have time to see The Princess Bride with Robin Wright, Carrie Elwes, and Andre the Giant. That's on September the 2nd. The location is 2597 Columbia Pike in Arlington, and the show begins around 7:30 p.m. For more information, just go to the website. That's at columbia-pike.org/movie nights/. Craig.
And also in CBB file tonight in this week's show, heads up or maybe bottoms up. In Crystal City, the month of September becomes Siptember, with a series of events that brings community together over fine wine, craft beers, and quality entertainment. Here are some useful discount codes. Sip and Salsa discount code. Siptember at Salsa 2017. At Pups and Pilsners discount. At Pups and Pilsners, rather, the discount code is Siptember at Pups, P-U-P-S 2017. The 11th annual Sips and Salsa Take Two, Sips and Salsa event will take place September from 10 a.m. to 2 to 6 p.m. I'm sorry, September 10 from 2 to 6 p.m. Too many numbers here. It's the region's longest running Inside the Beltway outdoor wine festival, combining the tastes of Spanish and South American wines from Jaleo and the Crystal City Wine Shop, with delicious foods from around the region. There'll also be some live music and dancing lessons to help you get in the mood. That all happens at 220 20th Street, 220 20th Street South in Arlington. September 2, Pups and Pilsners. Oh, maybe that's for Senior Pineda. Your turn. Sorry.
The 6th annual Pups and Pilsners event, well, will be held on September the 17th from 2 to 6 p.m. Well, in case you're wondering, it's a dog-friendly festival which features a beer garden with local craft brews, along with dog-friendly attractions, including a fenced dog run. The location, 12th Street South and Crystal Drive, that's in Arlington.
That's it. That's it for CBB. We'll be back with our news for seniors right after a little bit of music from the Arlington County Fair, courtesy of the Arlingtones.
I had the good fortune to catch up with the Arlingtones at the 2017 Arlington County Fair, which is not that easy. They're pretty fast.
Thanks. A little music there from the Arlingtones. Take two. Excuse me. Down at the Arlington County Fair. All right, now as promised, here we go with our News for Seniors segment. Well, if you're a senior and you grew up in Arlington, you might enjoy this next event. Come to think of it, if you're a senior and you haven't grown up in Arlington or haven't grown up yet, well, it's high time you did. Anyway, here's some questions that might set you to thinking. Do you remember where you could play miniature golf on Glebe Road? Does the name Munson Lane mean anything to you? Or ring a bell? How about the name Quasimodo? Well, that's an old joke, but if you're a senior, it doesn't really matter anyway. Do you remember where C.F. Berner's Emporium was located? Or for that matter, do you even remember what C.F. Berner's Emporium was? Well, time's up, but it doesn't matter whether you got any answers right or not, whether Arlington has been your home for a long time or even if you're new to the area, you should come on down to an interesting discussion that'll take place of the dynamic of the changing place where we live, work, and or play. Of course, you can't play duck pins in Arlington anymore. Bring back the duck pins, but we can still talk about it. This discussion will be facilitated by Ann Perret and Adriana Carr. Adriana Carr. And that's happening at Lee Community Center and Senior Center and Park, 5722 Lee Highway right here in Arlington. The date, Tuesday, August 29 at 11:30 in the AM portion of the day. Runs for about an hour, 11:30 to 12:30. For more information, should be on your screen there. Call Adriana Carr at 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Our own Craig Nolan's such a comedian. He's so funny.
It's the writing. What can I say?
Well, Craig, lots of people from whippersnappers to seniors now using technology to track their steps, monitor their heart rate, count the number of floors they've climbed, and generally improve, well, their fitness. Sometimes they also brag about it. If you want some bragging rights of your own, join Joel Yatso, community health programmer, and learn about the various devices and smartphone apps to help you out and stay healthy. Your bragging will come off better if you're not, well, grasping for air. The location is Arlington Mill Community and Senior Center. That's at 909 South Dinwiddie Street in Arlington, Virginia. The date is on Wednesday, August the 30th, 2017, and the time 7 to 8 p.m. For more information, call Nicholas Indlin. That's at 703-228-7369. Correct.
And also in our News for Seniors segment, once you get your overall health in good shape and back on track, don't spoil it by eating unhealthy appetizers. Learn how to pack your appetizer with nutrition by joining the Virginia Cooperative Extension nutrition experts at Walter Reed Community Senior Center and Park. They're located at 2909 16th Street South in Arlington. This event takes place on Thursday, August 31 from 11 till noon. For more information, call Leanne Canuet at 703-228-0955. There's some information for our seniors. Lots of things happening here for seniors in Arlington. And we'll be back with a sign-off and bye-bye right after we hear another installment from our very own Styrofoam mom. Here's Miriam Gennari.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. It seems like things are always changing in Arlington and in many ways getting better, but there are some things that just can't get any better. And one of them is Northern Virginia's Senior Olympics. We hold it every year, and they are celebrating 35 years here in our area. And joining me today is Dr. Charles Toftoy to talk about it. Welcome back.
Yeah, hey, it's good to be back. And yeah, it's great. 35 years. That's pretty darn good. You know?
Pretty good. You look great.
Well, I feel good. I compete in a lot of these events, and there's a lot of events for everybody in this thing.
Well, let's just talk about Northern Virginia Senior Olympics. I mean, it isn't just a senior event like you would think, where people are just playing cribbage or bridge. There's swimming. There's
right. Well, there's all the regular Olympic events. You know,
the regular Olympics.
The regular Olympic. But then there's also these other events. I'm glad you brought that up. 'Cause, I mean, there is swimming. But, I mean, there's things like duplicate bridge, badminton, cribbage, and, ping pong.
The thing is, anything you like to play, anything you like to do for fun.
Well, that's right. There's the key, because our whole purpose is good health and fun, and meet new people, because you meet some great people. But there's something for everybody in this, whether you're in a wheelchair or you're on a walker or whatever, like some of those games we just mentioned. So that's why we've kind of pushed this out. I mean, there used to be just a small number of games when it started 35 years ago, but we've expanded it out. And you and I talked about belly dancing.
When are they going to add belly dancing? I want a gold medal.
Well,
I have really been working on that belly this year.
But we're always looking for new events. And before the show, you and I were talking about belly dancing. So I'm going to bring that up to the committee. I'm on the committee. But anyway, it starts September 9th at Thomas Jefferson Community Center, 9 o'clock in the morning on that Saturday. And they have all kinds of exhibits. They have the carrying of the torch.
Well, they have fun things for all the family to come out and see.
Yeah, they really do.
Isn't it nice when the grandkids can go out and they can cheer us on and
right.
tell us how well we're doing and encourage us? And I know that I keep bringing up these physical activities, but you're right. There is something for everyone to participate in. But what if you haven't participated in a while and you want to practice? Is there a place where you can kind of like, warm up and get ready for the games?
Well, yeah, I mean, any of these centers, any of these adult centers, you can warm up anywhere. High school thing, like I do the 400 meter, and I practice at Yorktown High School track.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But there's the Washington Lee track, so there's plenty of places to warm up. I mean, I know people. Well, we have Wii bowling too.
Oh, that's fun.
And people storm in to play that. So we got a lot of participants. We had over 900 last year. So it's about 1,000. But my key point tonight is that, this isn't for like former Olympians or anything.
Okay.
Because the name sort of reflects that. And I want people to know that, like we said, it's really to have fun, good health. It gives you a challenge because, in September of every year, we have this event. And so you look forward to that. And like you said, you could practice for it. Or not practice.
Or not practice and just go out and try.
A lot of people go out there cold. They said, gee, I haven't thrown the softball in over a year. And there they are throwing it in that contest. But anyway, registration is by mail. Deadline is August 26th.
Okay.
So you got plenty of time. Online September 2nd. And I think they have on the screen the website for the...
Well, you brought something really important up, challenging yourself. It really doesn't matter what your capabilities are or what you've done before.
Right.
Always challenging yourself.
Yeah.
And that's really important to senior health. It's probably one of the reasons that we have such a lively senior population in Arlington and so many senior centers, because people stay engaged.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I go to the senior centers a lot because my wife and I do pet therapy with our little Yorkie. And we were there today at Waller Reed Adult Center, and they just love her doing this thing. And there's so many, only reason I bring it up, so many activities going on there that there's a lot of things for everybody. So not only the Northern Virginia Senior Olympic, but people may be missing out on the adult centers around here. They offer a lot.
Senior adult services in Arlington is phenomenal. I have to say that, where in some areas people are trying to use a fake ID to get into a bar or maybe buy alcohol. Here, they're trying to fake their ID to get into the senior center so they can go on some of these great tours and trips. Well, this Olympics promises to be a really exciting one, 35 years.
Yeah.
Remind me again, it starts September 9th?
September 9th at Thomas Jefferson Community Center, 9 a.m. It's a Saturday morning.
Okay.
And like I said, it's really fun. I mean, even if you're not participating, just to come there and watch. Like you said, bring the grandkids or whatever.
Bring your son and daughter.
Yeah.
Cheer us on.
One thing I do want to point out is that we are always looking on the committee for new events, and then maybe if participation wasn't that high in an event, we might cut it back.
Okay.
But that's why I'm interested in this belly dancing you brought. But pickleball, I have to close with pickleball.
Okay.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the United States.
Is that right?
And it's growing here. If people don't know, you play with a paddle like ping pong.
Oh, yeah.
Except it's a bigger paddle.
They're fighting on the tennis courts. to play again because the pickleball players come out and they come out in fours.
Yeah. And then the ball is like a plastic ball with holes in it.
It's a blast.
But there's much more tactics and strategy to pickleball than tennis. I never believed I'd be playing pickleball, but I'm playing it now.
Well, you cannot win if you don't play.
Well,
so
that's right.
I want to thank you so much, Charles,
Okay.
Dr. Charles Toftoy. Are you going to be carrying the torch this year?
No, I carried it last year.
Well, thank you for doing that, and thank you for everything you do in the community. I'll see you at the Olympics September 9th.
Okay, it's great to be here.
All right, and I want to thank all of you for watching The Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Back to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Miriam.
Miriam.
Our very own styrofoam mom, Miriam G.
Fit, very fit.
Very fit, Miriam G. Talking to Dr. Chuck Toftoy about NVSO coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Quickly,
September, right?
Right around the corner, September. All you seniors, get ready for NVSO.
Oh yeah, Senior Olympics.
Senior Olympics. So that's about our wrap, right? We
Yeah.
gotta go. How much time do we have, Mr. Bill? No time.
No time.
He said, no time at all. Well, we hope you're enjoying a brief respite from the
eclipse.
summer heat wave here. We hope you enjoyed, had a safe viewing of the eclipse. That was quite something. We saw it over at up on the hill at Fort Myer, and it was nice. The glasses really made
Yeah, they're
me
awesome.
see it. So
nice.
if there's nothing else to add,
That should
I
do
guess
it,
we
yeah.
should adjourn and send them off back into their daily lives. Thanks for watching
Thank
this
you.
edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll try it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.